welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. For those of you who are new, my name is Sam and I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I've also started selling direct sale in Facebook groups as well for some more hobby type of groups. But it's been a long time since I last posted. It's been a whirlwind of a summer and I wanted to check in and just talk a little bit about where I've been, what I've been up to, and what is coming next. Essentially, I was feeling really burnt out. I do have a full-time job. Reselling is a part-time thing that I do, and I was still relatively new at my full-time job, so I was putting all of my dedication and effort to my job. I was really feeling burnt out and not being able to keep up with reselling as much, and YouTube on top of that. So I did make the decision to take a step back. I never stopped selling completely. Instead, what I did was stop sourcing. So I was selling things that I had in my inventory and really just taking the time to catch up and only ship things out. And it was quite refreshing. It was basically from spring of 2022 to where we're at now, which is November 2022. And I just really needed that time to focus on my career and my mental health. And I'm back and I've been really wanting to source and start selling. I still have plenty of inventory, which is never a good thing because that means that it hasn't sold in a really long time. But I wanted to pick up some new items and get my stores moving again. I did end up listing a few things here or there throughout the time that I stopped sourcing. A lot of it was items that I had already sourced and just never got the opportunity to list. I still have a little bit of a death pile that I haven't listed since the spring, so I do have some items that I still need to list. I did just go today and go to a Lululemon sale at Style Encore, so I'll show a little bit of a clip from that. Wow, I've been to the Style Encore Lululemon drop twice before, and it's never been as busy as it was today. They really did a good job of promoting this on Facebook, so I think there was just a lot of people who want to go. It was raining here, so maybe people are just bored and just needed a rainy day activity, but it was so crowded. I was definitely fighting through. I was going to take some footage, but there was no way. It was just way too crowded. I don't know. I don't make a huge profit off of the Lululemon pieces that I pick up from these sales because they're not discounted. They are the regular price of what Style Encore would sell. And so the profit margin isn't huge. And this time they did say that there were no returns, which they haven't done before. So I was a little surprised by that. I hope what I picked up doesn't have any damage or flaws because they still won't allow returns for that, and hopefully I can make a good profit off of it. I think the number one thing I picked up was a tie-dye hoodie sweatshirt, and that one was on a mannequin. Otherwise someone definitely would have grabbed it before me because it was the last thing I grabbed. That looks like it's selling for around $100. I think I paid around $40 for that. There's also a Plato's Closet right next to Style Encore, so I stopped in there and they had a section where all clearance was $1. So a lot of it is summery pieces, a lot of it is like denim skirts. But for $1, I thought they would be okay pickups. Probably some of them I'll be selling for $15 or so. But since I haven't sourced since the spring, I do need some new inventory. I did do a liquidation haul and that should be coming soon. And then I also picked up some pieces from the Real, so I'm excited to go through those. But in the meantime, I have some items that are still in my death pile from spring that I need to go through, and also these items that I picked up today. So I've got work ahead of me. I have a lot of gift cards to Starbucks, and I don't often go to Starbucks because there's not really one that's in my immediate area. But there is one around here So I am going to treat myself to some Starbucks. All right, that was 100% not worth it. The wait for a coffee was probably 25 minutes. I have it though. I got a small, or a tall. And I got the sugar cookie iced latte with almond milk. Not something I would normally go for, but I'm feeling festive. Next, I just think I'm gonna run some errands. My friend is expecting and her baby shower is coming up, so I want to stop by Carter's, see what they have, and maybe Old Navy. I know they have some cute baby clothes. And then there is a secondhand baby store I'm actually expecting as well, so I will go and look and see if there's anything that makes sense for me to pick up. I am trying to wait for baby shower just to see what I get before buying anything, but I am starting to need some maternity clothes, so hopefully I can find some jeans. Alright, I am back now. I actually think I'll do a little bit of a haul in another video of the items that I picked up from Style Encore and Plato's Closet. I'll keep this video just kind of short, just a reintroduction to my channel and what I'm working on. What I need to do for the rest of the day is I did sell a few packages over the last couple days, so I need to get those packed up. And then the room that I use for my inventory is actually going to be a nursery, which is very exciting. My husband and I are expecting our first child, which is also something that we've had a lot of focus on in the last half year. And so I am going to take things easy with this channel and probably post once a week maybe. We'll see. I'll do as much as I can, but I'm not going to put pressure on myself to get videos out just because it can be stressful and that's the last thing that the baby needs. So yes, this room is under an overhaul, and so there's kind of a lot of stuff like everywhere. So I'm hoping to spend some time today getting that a little bit organized. So here, I'll pan around and you can kind of see what things look like. So this is my inventory as it's been. I really wanted to start clearing out, so I did end up donating a good amount of items so that they wouldn't just be sitting in wherever I need to figure out where to store these things. And I am profitable, so sometimes donating things just is a huge stress relief and it really clears things out. There's still a few more items, especially at the top here, that I want to donate and get out. We just have bins everywhere on the floor. That is extra from, I did donate a bunch of shoes. I know a lot of people like selling shoes. I personally hate it. The cleaning and getting everything ready for it to go is just not fun. And then I often get, not negative feedback, because I don't think I've ever gotten negative feedback on eBay at least, but like the returns or people kind of just creating like lowball offers. It's often on shoes and it's just not worth my time anymore. So I did donate a bunch of shoes. I held on to ones that are more fashion forward, less utility, like less sneakers. I mainly sold sneakers on eBay, but so those are what the bulk of the items that I donated were. But I did keep some leather boots and things of that nature that hopefully I can sell on Poshmark and not have to deal with the returns like I would on eBay. I also had some items in my death pile that were actually personal clothing items that I was ready to move along and deemed that they were probably not brands that would sell for very much. Rather than just keeping them around in my house, I decided to donate those as well. So a good amount of items have left the house. I do think what I'll have to do, since this room is no longer available, is that I'll probably have to start storing items in our basement, which is not a fully finished basement. We do have a dehumidifier that runs year round. I'm gonna try it out and hopefully all goes well. If you store items in a basement that maybe doesn't have like finished flooring, leave some tips in the comments. Let me know how that goes for you. If you have any tips from keeping items from having any type of smell or keeping things like spiders out. I will be cleaning the basement more often since I will be keeping items down there, but I am a little hesitant just because the Tupperware bins that I have are just your average bins. They do have lids. I'm not going to be keeping anything down in the basement that is not in a tote with a lid. So like I do keep right now a lot of my liquidation items in this box, and then I have a good amount of items in like giant comforter bags. I'm going to need to buy some more bins and make sure that those items are better sealed and protected. But yeah, let me know if you have any tips in the comments. I would highly appreciate it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day and get this first video up in a while. If you're still subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. Give this video a like. Let me know that you're still watching and that I should get some motivation to keep up with it. And if you're new to this channel, I would love it if you could subscribe and join me on this journey. I don't know how many of you are working full-time with a part-time reselling side hustle and then also are pregnant. And so if you have any tips for me on staying motivated and keeping things going, I would love to have those tips in the comments as well. So like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.